Well, practice went great, except for the visitor who tried to break my shit off. Good morning, folks, and happy Thursday. I want to start off by apologizing that I missed last night's stream, but I felt like I was hit by a freaking Mack truck. Like, not saying that I don't traditionally feel like I was hit by a Mack truck, but I definitely felt like if I didn't go to bed, I was on the verge of an injury or sickness. So I was like, you know what? Take care of the body. Get your butt to sleep. And good news is I didn't wake up feeling like my brain was trying to shut off. We woke up still sore as hell. Like my body's giving me the big old middle finger. But the brain feels nice and clear. Which is nice. And on top of it, we woke up on time. We're getting out of the door on time. We don't have to rush through our day. We can go and knock out this lift, make it a good lift. Get through everything that we need to get through for our lift. I mean, it all ended up working out just fine. Plus, today is Thursday. So you know what that means? We don't have to wake up the butt-ass crack at all tomorrow. So you know what that means? Tonight is the late night stream. It's the late night stream. So, let's go knock out this lift. Let's drag our butts through practice, because I am sore. Even though our brain isn't fatigued, our body, it's screaming at me. But hey, we got energy. We just got a sore body. So let's go knock out this lift. Then let's head to practice. Knock out some drills, knock out a few rolls, and then get back home, take us a nap, then get back up, go back to practice, get better today than we were yesterday, and call it a freaking day. Well, we have made it to the gym to knock out this lift, to get stronger today than we were yesterday. Even with our bodies feeling like shit. Just sore. Just the joints hurt. That's pretty much it. But it's okay. We'll lower the weight a little bit. We'll up the intensity. We'll just kind of do what our bodies feel like it can do. Of course, we're still going to push our bodies. We're still going to try to put it through that grinder. But we're going to go as hard as our bodies can go. It's that simple. When you don't feel like going hard, I take that back. When you don't, just get in there and go as hard as you can. That's pretty much that's the gist of getting better every day. Give it the best that you got that day. Like, every day is not going to be a new PR kind of day. Like, I'm not going to go in there and friggin' put 300 on and start deadlifting it 15 times. Just not going to happen today. That's not going to be the day. Today's not the day. But what I can do is get in there and put whatever weight that I feel I can adequately do 15 times. As hard as I can. To where that last 2 or 3, I'm like, you know? It's that simple. It's that simple, folks. Ain't got to get all scientifical. I mean, there's science behind it, but ain't got to get all science. You don't have to make this complex program. Just get in there, move the weight, run, do your cardio, do your jiu-jitsu, do your strike, whatever it is, whatever it freaking is, it doesn't matter. Just go as hard as you possibly can that day. Not every day is going to be your best day. You're not going to feel the best every day. It's not humanly possible. If you could, I would have figured out the way to do it by now. But it's not possible. So, what you do is you just go as hard as you possibly can. And then you have to be progressing at that point. Because you've pushed your body as hard as it can go. So that's simple. That's simple. But it doesn't mean take the day off. Just because you're sore. Just because you're hurting. There was a planned workout that day. Still get that planned workout in. And make it to where it is your rest day. Where you can go and get some active recovery in. Because there's never truly a rest day. Let's get in here and get stronger today than we were yesterday, folks. Good news, folks. We had enough time. And we were able to get an adequate lift in with no injuries. even feeling as beat down, sore, and exhausted as we felt. I want to say we felt exhausted. Our muscles were just fatigued and tight this morning. We felt better now that we got the lift in, but I would definitely say that my jaw's hurting from grinding, like clenching my teeth for the lift. My hands are freaking, feel like they can't squeeze no more. My arms, my shoulders, my back, my chest, my legs, even my abdomen feels like it went through some work today. And guess what? There was no injuries had. We worked to failure. We broke a sweat. We got a good pump in. Yeah, we had to lower the weight a little bit, but who am I trying to impress? I'm not trying to impress anyone in there. I promise you, folks. I assure you I'm not trying to impress anyone in there. So, it's okay for us to drop the weight a little bit on days that we feel super tight, super sore, super just beat down. It's perfectly fine. Lower the weight a little bit and still get some work in, you know? Now I still feel like I got stronger today than I was yesterday, and I didn't catch any injuries, you know? That's all that really matters. Let's get to practice and let's get better today than we were yesterday, folks. Well, we are pulling into the gym, folks, a little bit later than what we should have, so I don't really have much time to give a motivational spew about how I'm sore and my body hurts and I feel like I have no grips and how I don't want to do this today, but I'm going to go do it anyways. I don't really have time for all that today. We can give it after. We'll give it after. As of right now, we need to get our butts into the gym and get better today than we were yesterday. Well, practice went great, except for the visitor who tried to break my shit off. Other than that, practice went pretty good. And the bad thing is, the thing that really ticked me off about the new guy or the visitor who tried to break my shit off is he didn't even tap me with it. He just hurt me. He just popped my shit. And then we had to keep rolling because I didn't tap. And it wasn't something that I should tap to. Just he sent it at 1,000,000 miles an hour. But it's cool. It's cool. It's whatever. My ego, my pride, my feelings. All the above may have been hurt, but we walk out just fine. And it's kind of my fault. I being the smallest guy in the room, I'll go with him first. I don't care. It don't bother me. Bah! Motherfucker. Not to mention he kicked me in the head like 12 times, which was just annoying. It's like, bro, come on. I get you trying to play like a funky guard game, but you're just kicking me in the head repetitively. And it's really, annoying. Like, if we want to kick each other, I promise you I can drop some bows on your face. But that's not what we're doing. We're jiu-jitsuing. So please stop up kicking me. Please. You guys are black belt too, so it makes it even more annoying. It's like, bro, you know not to do this, and you keep doing it. You keep hitting me in the face. You've kicked me in the face like 5 times. And you're not saying sorry. Just say sorry. But other than that, practice went just fine. A little annoyed that I woke up so sore this morning, and now that we're walking out, I feel just fine. But it is what it is. A little annoyed that I got annoyed during that roll, so the rest of the rolls weren't as good of rolls as they could have been. You know what I mean? Those things kind of annoy me. But other than that, today was a pretty stellar day of getting better today than we were yesterday. Now we just need to make up for the little disappointment we have that they're walking out very energized, I guess you could say. I mean, I want to say I'm like, I could go run okay, I probably could. I could. Not saying that I want to, but I could. Not saying that I could go run a marathon. Not saying that I want to, but definitely had a few more rolls in my tank. And we called it a day because the rest of the rolls, I was just like, dude, I'm really irritated by that. So needless to say, this got the best of me today. Because you know what that means? We're going to go home. We're going to reset and we're going to get out here today. And we're going to make it a good day the rest of the day. I'm not saying that was bad practice. Just a little irritated during the rolls, which then led to not so great rolls. It took me out of my element, my game, what I had planned on working today. it is what it is. It happens sometimes. Can't have every day be the best day. But I will say, we must make up for what just happened today. You know, you get what I'm saying? On my next practice, we're going to remember to have fun. We're going to remember if something's going wrong, it's okay. Take a deep breath and go back into the next one. You know what I mean? So, yeah, annoyed, but it is what it is. It's jiu-jitsu. There's egos that are involved. There's prides. And a whole bunch of tests. Not in me. I don't have a bunch of tests. I bet my test levels are pretty low with how much I train. But, you get what I'm saying. It's a bunch of dudes in a room trying to choke each other. Of course, there's going to be elevated tension. No yelling and screaming at each other. Nothing like that happened. It's just, I wanted to yell and scream. I'm trying to fight back the urge to yell and scream. Well, maybe want to yell and scream some more. But yeah, folks, a little annoyed. Wished I'd have been able to push myself a little bit harder today, I guess is what it's coming down to. I wished I would have pushed that pace a little bit harder. I wished I would have ignored the body aching, because now it's not aching. It feels just fine. So, it is what it is. Like I said, you do this every day of your life. There's going to be those days that are just like, today wasn't mine. Today was not mine. But let's get our butts home. Let's grab down on our lunch and go get our reset in and go make up for the lackluster practice we had this morning. Well, we made it home in enough time to get a pretty nice little reset in. But folks, I got caught behind the same exact freaking gravel truck I got caught behind yesterday. Which honestly is kind of a blessing, because after driving 30 miles under the freaking speed limit, I am sleepy again. So, everything worked out just fine. Now our energy levels are low enough to where we can go inside. We can get a nice fat reset in. Won't have to struggle and falling asleep, winding down. Just go inside. As soon as our head hits that pillow, we will be out. So let's go get this reset in. Well, our nap didn't quite nap. We weren't able to fall into like a, you know, that recovery deep sleep, you know. We were able to get a nap in, but I'd fall asleep for like 10 minutes, then I wake up, then I fall asleep for 10 minutes, then I wake up, then I fall asleep for 10 minutes. But I will say, after that nap, I did not wake up nearly as in as much pain as I did this morning. So, recovery. It worked. Wish I'd have been able to get a deep 2-hour nap in, but it is what it is. Let's hit the road. Let's go get better today than we were yesterday. And let's just worry about not being able to get a good nap in later. Well, folks, traffic did not spare us this afternoon. We are late, but not that late. Just a little late. We skipped warm-ups, but it's okay. We don't need a warm-up. We stay warm. We stay ready, folks. And at this point, I think Coach just expects me to be late. So let's get in here and get better today than we were yesterday and give it all we got. Because now that I've sat again, guess what? My body is aching. So let's get in here and give it our all. Righty. Even though we got here a little late, like I said, the only thing we missed was a warm-up. We definitely got our hours in today. We definitely got better today than we were yesterday. We definitely fatigued our bodies. And I am definitely ready to go catch some dubs on Fort. News is coming soon, folks. That's all I can say. Hopefully. Because his teammate did just decline me. So, hopefully, news coming soon. Not going to say what kind of news. Just going to say news coming soon. You can make the inference. Is inference the right word? Yeah, look at me. I'm using big words nowadays, baby. You can infer what that means, my friends. But yeah, let's get our butts home. Let's grub down. Let's hop on these games. Catch some flipping dubs tonight. Because we did it last night, and I'm twitching and itching for some Fort time. Alrighty, folks, we have made it home. And on our way home, we stopped by a gas station to grab snacks and some chocolate milk and things. Just some sweets, pretty much. And, well, I got out. And let me tell you, my freaking legs are killing. And that knee and that ankle that homie popped today is absolutely killing. It was killing when I walked into practice. Like, so much so, coach was like, yo, are you good today? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I just need to warm up and I'll be fine. And he looked down on my ankle and he goes, no, you're not. That joker is swollen. And I'm like, yeah, it is. But I didn't tap. And folks, he was like, well, how long you been doing this? I was like, a while. He's like, why the hell did you roll with a visitor? I was like, well, he was my drilling partner and no one else wanted to roll with him. And then I was crushing him. And then the next thing I know, he freaking grabs up a heel hook and sends it, and it wasn't even correct, so I couldn't really tap from it. And he didn't really give me time to tap. He just sent it and then let go. I'm like, he goes, yeah, don't ever roll with new people. I'm like, I know. But I will always roll with new people. It doesn't bother me. I just really wanted to like crack him in the jaw after doing that. But it is what it is. I mean, a little ice, a little ibuprofen, we'd be fine. We'll still be able to go get better tomorrow than we were today, get in better shape tomorrow than we were today, all those good things. So it's no biggie. It does suck. And it did suck at practice today, but we did get better today than we were yesterday, and we completed our goal of not getting irritated, even when someone is not doing the drill correctly, you know, or even when someone's going balls to the wall. It is what it is. Also, I just never had the opportunity to get irritated at practice later today, but I could have been irritated because every time I threw a kick, my freaking knee and my ankle were hurting, so I could have definitely gotten irritated, but there was no, we stuck to our goal of not allowing our technique to be jeopardized just because we're in a iffy mood, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, he's right. I probably shouldn't have rolled with the visitor. Definitely not as the first person. I should have seen how he was going to roll first and then went and rolled with him. But I got big balls and I let those jokers hang, and that's what we did. And now we got a popped knee and a popped ankle. For what? So that he can feel good about himself? Folks, when you go to the gym, let the ego go. Whether it's a lifting, whether it's cardio, whether it's freaking martial arts, let the ego freaking go. Because that is where injuries happen. Like, his ego got mad because I was in mount, so he started spazzing. I stood up out of mount, looked at him weird. He like up kicked me, and we're doing jiu-jitsu. And then he tries to invert and he kicks me in the face 3 times. Like, bup, bup, bup. I'm like, what are we doing here? And then he proceeds to, like, I had an ankle lock, and he proceeded to just, the inside, I had outside, I had inside, I had just a regular Ashi with an ankle lock, and bro just grabbed my inside heel and just yanks it, and I'm like, bruh. So I let go and I start to stand, and then we get into another entanglement, and he hits a little Woj lock, and he just freaking launches it backwards. Popped everything, but of course I rolled out of it because that's the defense. You just spin out of it, and I spun out of it. Not after taking 2 pops, but we spun out of it. Then he was inside control, and there was no point of anything that he did because all it did was end up putting him in worse positions and then hurting your training partners. So, needless to say, let your egos go. I should have let mine go. Maybe the rest of practice I want to have been like, Urgh. But hey, we learn lessons every day. This is a journey of life, progressing every day, whether it be mentally, physically, emotionally, technically, whatever it may be. We're just improving. And I guess today was letting my ego go, showing him how to let his ego go. You know what I mean? Staying emotionally, having emotional fortitude. That's what I'm going to call it. Having emotional fortitude. That is what we practiced today. Because I can't lie. When I got into practice and I was limping, I was a little irritated. But it is what it is. Junk happens. In 2-3 days, I'll be fine again. Just annoying. Just unnecessary pains. But, folks, I need to get my butt inside, and I need a shower, and then we need to grub down, and then we're going to hop on the games, catch a few dubs for as long as we possibly can. So, I hope to see y'all there. And if not, BillyGoat freaking loves you. Good night, folks. Needless to say, moral of the story is, before I let y'all go, don't be that douchebag who goes into someone's gym looking to injure folks. It's perfectly fine to roll hard, perfectly fine to give them good rolls, perfectly fine to get you good rolls in, but don't freaking send subs at 1,000,000 miles an hour. Definitely not subs that have low success rates that, honestly, don't send subs that you gotta send to make them work. You know what I mean? Be respectful. Be a good human. Treat the people who are allowing you to train at their gym with courtesy. And the same goes back. When someone's visiting your gym, don't beat them up. Give them courtesy. Simple things. Simple freaking things. But some people don't understand that. Some people go, these guys are pretty good. I'm going to go as hard as I can and try to blow their shit up. Don't be that guy. Be a good human. Don't be a douchebag. Let's get inside. Let's shower up. And let's call it a night.